In a city of spectacle and grandeur, the biggest show in town right now is right here, Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders. Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And away we go at Allegiant Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. First play is to the air. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And he's going to be escorted out right along that 35-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. All set to go now from the 35.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To throw here on first down. Man downfield, and Myers has it. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Come on. Set. Ready.
Still sticking with the passing game. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
78-79 Broncos.
Looking to throw again on second down. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Moving the ball very well out of the gate here. It's set up now at the 26.
76, Dragon, 18, Pioneer, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A big loss on the play. Brings up second down.
Warrior 70. Cup 19. Cup, trap 60. Trap 60.
Throwing on seconds. It's made by Keaton Mitchell. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it.
7 Pirates, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Buffalo 18. Ready,
They're going to throw for it on 4. Throw is caught by the back. He's not going to get there. They hold him out of the end zone, Carter, but it is still going to keep this offense on the field. They've got a first and goal.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into...
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Raiders finish up an excellent opening series. Kicking team on to try the PAT.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Chargers nothing.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Brought in by Gadsden. Hit some space around midfield. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Going right this time with Hampton. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there. Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field, but the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Hey, Ram. Hey, easy. We'll go orange.
Throw here, 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darian Porter. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with a pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. And they're going to throw out of the gun. Look at that power, deep left side. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Not a bad first look for him in the contest, this contest, and I love them taking a shot, Kate. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip the cap. They played that ball better than he could.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Get it. Next Panther 11. Mustang 19. Go.
Now air it out on 3rd. That's complete. Here's Thornton. This gets the 1st and more. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. Give him 37 on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
18 Cardinal, 18 Pioneer, 18 Rattler, 18.
Sticking to the air here. This is running back. And this winds up a short gain to the 29. Tackle made by Elijah Bolden. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Chargers' 29-yard line.
They are throwing it again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
8 yards to go.
Count 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Raider, first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Mustang 19.
Working inside the red zone. That one connects. And he's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Chooses to bring this one out. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Chargers getting set. First and 10. Here's Hampton, open the drive. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
And the Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Well, these top-tier offenses have brought the firepower so far. Plenty of points in that first quarter. Our score, 14-0. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with first and 10. Hampton gets it out of his own read. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And that one's complete, Amari on Hampton. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Coming to the line for another first and 10.
That's another Chargers first down.
From the red zone on first. On screen, this is Harris. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a first and goal.
And the Chargers first down. First and goal, Chargers.
Trying to run in, Harris. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. And they hit him for a loss on first and goal. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. Right? I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics like that.
And that is a Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers start to fight back with their first points of this game. Lad McConkey with a touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
And he reaches the end zone, so the two-point conversion will cut the lead down to 6. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. First play is going to be a give to Jency. And he gets a few on the punch forward.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Another give here to Jency. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders go up by 12. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those and you appreciate guys that can get on base, but it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. From his own end zone, here we go. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Offense to the line. Here we go. Hampton now up the middle. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Herbert from the gun. Short pass brought in. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
All set to go now from the 35. 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Las Vegas. He missed the linebacker lurking, or he thought he could challenge him there and win. A 6-point mistake, Brock, either way.
Do you know, Kate, that you use that word as a verb? In quarterbacks, when we look at coverages, we use it as a noun. He's a lurker. You said he was lurking, and he was. And if you're not aware of that lurker, that free defender who's got eyes on you, well, they can make you pay just as he did.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Chooses to bring this one out. Lanes didn't open for him. He is stopped shy of the 15.
Darius Davis on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. Herbert back to it after the pick. Right side, cut by Davis. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Second and 3 now.
Line.
Herbert now. Chased out to his right. Now he takes it. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, positive yardage is positive yardage, and he got what he could before getting out. But it still leaves him short of the first after what looked like a broken play.
Nickel set here from the Raiders. 3rd down.
21.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He's got it at the 30. And they're going to have it all the way down to the 25.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Now an inside give to Hampton. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Herbert back to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Escapes the pocket. This is hauled in by Harris. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
From the red zone now. On the move, headed right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. It's a sack on first down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on second.
Second down.
Herbert. This one's caught. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. Leading 4 here on third down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Caught out wide. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this fourth down. Just about a yard to the marker, so they're going to take the risk and go for this. Herbert throwing on fourth down. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Tried getting that one to Brock Bowers. And now they face second down.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
Finds him over the middle. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still third down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this first and 10. Throwing now, Herbert. Buys time, rolling right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Okay, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 23. Back to the air, Herbert. Middle of the field, taken in by McConkey. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. All set to go now from the 35.
A gain of 12. First down, Los Angeles.
First and 10. Here's Hampton. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. It's going to be second down.
One thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
At the 36-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Here's Herbert. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
This defense, they got a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Hits him downfield. This is Harris. That's the 1st down, and he's still going. Still fighting forward. Touchdown, Los Angeles! The Chargers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Najee Harris, the touchdown. Here's Herbert leading them to the line, going for 2.
The Chargers will line up.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And it's hauled in inside the end zone for 2. That trims the lead just a little bit.
28. Chargers 16. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return starts at the 3. Ooh, a big lift from the coverage team there. That is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30.
27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Genty from the gun. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, a very minimal gain.
Buffalo 18. Stephanie. 19. 65 catch.
Throwing it on 2nd down. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Las Vegas, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
18, Panther 11, Panther 11. 70 race, 18, Pioneers.
Back to throw. Man downfield and Myers has it. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. How about 29 yards on 1st down? And that's good for a new set of downs.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
18, Radio, 18, Warriors, trap 50, trap 50.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's caught at the 4. Touchdown, Vegas. The Raiders make it a 3-possession game.
The kicker on for the extra point.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders go up by 19.
35. Chargers 16.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. From his own end zone, here we go. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Raiders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down target. Right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that back.
And he's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders parlay the interception into points. Kicking team out to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders continue piling on to this lead.
Chargers 16.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start after 35. To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. Finds the in route, complete. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield stripe. Offense in the hurry up here.
And the Chargers.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And he's down to almost, nope, actually going to give him the 30 here. They get 22 out of that play. And that's going to give the Chargers the 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack them only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
From the gun, they go with Harris. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. Gets 16 yards on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down. Working inside the red zone. Forced out to his right. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
And again, it's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions that made this 3rd down.
As quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane.
Touchdown, LA. The Chargers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd.
Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion.
Chargers, 22.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
From the 6.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
50. Here we go. Hawk, Panther, 65.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would love for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll work against the blitz. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Trying to find Brock Bowers. So that brings up 2nd down.
Derwin James on the coverage.
Bronco 80, Warriors 70.
He's dropping back to throw. Chased out to his right. Now he looks middle, throwing deep. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders keeping the pedal floored and adding 6 more. Now they'll see if they can tack on 1 more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders grow their lead yet again.
Chargers, 22.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Chooses to bring this one out. Lanes didn't open for him. He is stopped shy of the 15.
Davis on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Herbert from the gun. He puts some air under it deep down the left. And they pick him off again! And the Raiders get it back after a marvelous defensive effort.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stun it. For the sake of his mental game, it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to Genty. And He's going to have this one down to the 37. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
It's a gain
New
of
set of
14
downs
yards.
from the 37.
And the Raider first down.
Track 19.
First and 10 at the 37.
Working on first down. We go to Genty on the dump off. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
Out of bounds at the 32-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Buffalo 18. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Looking to throw here. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck.
A gain of 12 yards.
Offense to the line fast.
Hot 70. Hot 70.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10.
19 Lions. 70. Trap 60. Trap 60. 60 back 18. Pioneer.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Caught near the goal line. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
No gain for them, and now it'll be second and goal.
Got it. Ready? Ready? Ready.
And off to Genty. And he's in for the touchdown. The Raiders continue piling it on here in the 4th. They'll try this extra point. An extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders continue adding on to that lead.
Chargers 22.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here we go now. Time to start this drive. First and 10.
Home trips right.
A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Rolling out to his left. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Raiders get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
Kate, I think the one thing you and I love about this NFL game is almost all of them are one-score games. So to see a blowout like this, it's taken a superhuman effort defensively, and they just added to it.
Brought in by his back here. It's Genty. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Get it. Viking 18.
From the red zone on first. This one's caught. Touchdown, Vegas. The Raiders continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Raiders tack on 7 more to their lead.
Chargers 22.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for first and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Kicks it downfield on target to Ganson. And he has this down to the 34. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Flushed out of the pocket. Catch is made in close. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal. So after that big play, Brock, they need just that final yard here on first and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll run with Hampton. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second. They closed just in time to keep him out. So it's going to be second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
There's another for him. And he won't make it to the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 4.
Okay, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now...
And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers making the scoreboard look a touch better. Matt McConkey with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Now Herbert and the Chargers going for 2.
The Chargers will line up for the 2.
They're going to try and throw it here. And this is cut for 2. Not going to do much against that deficit, but hey, at least a positive add-on to that touchdown. You know what? Good for them there. This one's pretty out of hand, but hey, they're still putting in the effort, still putting up points before heading home today.
How do you eat an elephant cake?
Ooh, I love that one. One bite at a time.
1 2-point conversion at a time. 8 points at a time. When you're down this big, that's all you could do on your side is just keep on digging and keep on eating bite by bite.
And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. First and 10.
Ready? 79 Broncos, 19 Buffalo 18.
Airing it out to start this drive. Catch made underneath by the back. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4.
Brings up second and 4 at the 29-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
First down, play action. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
He's going to try another deep one here. That's grabbed inside the 30. He does it. Touchdown. The Raiders are running them out of the building. Extra point attempt coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Raiders 70, Chargers 30.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. From his own end zone, here we go. Lanes didn't open for him. He is stopped shy of the 15.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. And they pick him off again. And the Raiders take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game. This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Pass it down close. And he's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders throwing 6 more on the blowout.
The kicker on 40 extra points.
That one splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Chargers 30.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And it looks like he's going to opt not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. Back to work after throwing the pick. Escapes the pocket. Downfield, and he has McConkey. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
Don't you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop? We're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays. Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
And they pick him off again! And the Raiders have it as he records his 7th interception of the season.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He's an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
Throwing from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36.
Buffalo 18. Let's go now. 60, 19, Mustang 18, Pioneer. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They're going to pass it here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Got a lock behind this one. Downfield it goes. This is brought in at the 15. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
If only every completion could get that kind of result. That's good enough to knock a defense flat on its back.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready?
Oh, Bronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Thinking touchdown here, but they cannot connect. So that's going to send them back to the line for 2nd and goal.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Hawk 70.
Shotgun give here to Jency. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown. The Raiders continue adding to an insurmountable lead. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Chargers 30.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Going with a screen to Hampton. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. All right, here we go. Second down. Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Gotta hurry this to the line.
Gain of 24 yards. And the Chargers first down.
Herbert on first down. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
That's another Chargers first down.
Now Herbert again. He drops it down to Harris. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Looking quickly here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
The Black Hole can take that party over to the Vegas Strip as the Raiders win at home. Man, they were facing a top 5 defense this week, Bronk, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.
I just sold my latest song. Japanese denim flying straight from Manopon. Rolling out to Durban, Marvel pudding with some prawn. Then I fly out to Miami and I'm eating like a don, I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed the flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's $1 smoothie pass. I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed the flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's a bitha.
Ibiza. Yeah, it's pronounced Ibiza, actually. What's the difference, man?
Ibiza, Ibiza, you won't see me in neither. Invited to the function, I don't go, I got amnesia. I'd rather be in Vegas at the Caesars. My winter out in Josie, not in Bali, cause it's cheaper. Switch it up. From Africa, home of the diaspora. More than a trip around the globe, we just set the law. Travel like LeBron, I'm a traveling man. LAX out the Baltimore.